We're going to be joined by Mark Ogden to kind of look at this Zinedine Zidane versus Pep Guardiola thing. Augie, you wrote a column about this where you sort of suggested that this Champions League thing maybe weighs a little bit heavily on Pep. His critics, people who don't like him, and there are some, very few, like Jose Mourinho might point out that, hey, he's won as many Champions League titles as Mark Ogden has without Lionel Messi. And he's won none since 2011.
Well, I mean, that is the point, isn't it? You know, Pep Guardiola is the guy that was supposed to be defined by the Champions League, and they haven't even been to a final since 2011 with Bayern Munich or Man City. So his record is certainly in need of some sort of renewal. But on the other hand, in the other technical area, you've got Zinedine Zidane, who won 3 with Real Madrid in the blink of an eye. You know, Zidane's won 3, and people don't tend to give him the credit that he generally deserves for winning 3 Champions Leagues. But I think the difference, just a simplistic difference between the two coaches, is that, Pep is regarded as a genius. He brought that great Barcelona team to its peak in 2009-11. Tactically, Pep tends to overthink. I mean, I've seen quite a few games in the Champions League in recent years with Bayern and with City where he's allowed himself to overthink in the first leg, and he's picked the wrong team or picked the wrong tactics, and City or Bayern have either lost or given themselves a mountain to climb in the second leg. Whereas Zidane with Real, he just tended to pick the best 11 players in their best positions and said, look, go out and play football and win. And that's what they tended to do. So if Pep could be a bit more simplistic like Zidane, it might help him win the Champions League again. Because I think this is the best chance he's had since 2011, to be honest.
You're being a bit harsh on Zidane. He's not just like, hey, guys, show up. Come on, let's play. I'm Zizou. Not quite like that, is it?
No, certainly not this season, I think. The 3 that he won, I would agree with you. I think the team pretty much picked itself. Really, everybody was at their peak, Cristiano especially, even Gareth Bale at the time. Your midfield 3 was sorted, and your back 4 as well, really. So I agree with you on those 3 that he won. This season, we've seen more rotation, more changes tactically than maybe ever before. And I think Zidane wanted that. He wanted to show people, listen, I'm not just a man management guy. I can do a lot of different things. I agree with you on Pep, although if you look at the first leg, and I know that was a long time ago, almost in a different world, but he went really far away from what we expected him to do with Bernardo Silva as a false number 9, Kevin De Bruyne as a second false number 9 almost, and Gabriel Jesus on the left-hand side, and that worked out. I think there's always a thin margin for Pep whenever he tries something in those big games. Sometimes it works, sometimes you're right, it doesn't work. But we've seen at times it working, that overthinking, that tactical genius of his.
I want to stick up for Pep Augie here because, look, yes, obviously he's gone out the last 3 seasons. But if you look at the circumstances in which he went out on away goals against Monaco, and there was that crazy first leg with a 5-3. Against Liverpool, and I hope Steve Nicol isn't listening to this, I thought basically City were pretty unlucky, and certainly there were some refereeing issues in the first leg and the way they went down. And then, last season, it was the thinnest of margins. Again, away goals. There was that controversial call with Fernando Llorente. There was the Raheem Sterling. It's not like he's getting comprehensively beaten when he goes out. In fact, several of those occasions he probably deserved to go through.
Yeah, but Gab, I take your point though. But on each occasion in the first leg, City gave themselves too much to do in the second leg. Against Monaco, they conceded 3 goals at home against Monaco, and they lost it in Monaco in the second leg. I think it was 3-1. Just with some stupid defensive mistakes, but they'd get rid of their margin for error in the first leg, and the same happened at Anfield in 2018. And when they lost to Tottenham last season, 1-0 at Spurs, it meant that they started the second leg on the back foot, and we all saw what happened in these 3 semi-finals with Bayern Munich. Certainly the first couple when they were heavily beaten by Real and Barcelona. I just wish sometimes Pep would just trust his players a bit more rather than overthink it. But I think you're right. In the first leg in Spain, got a great result at the Bernabeu, and if they go through, they've got potentially 3 90-minute ties to win the Champions League. And until they lost to Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final last month, they hadn't lost a 90-minute cup tie since February 2018. So they know how to get the job done over 90 minutes. And I think that will play to City's favour if they get through. Because I don't think it's a certainty they win this game on Friday. Real go there without Sergio Ramos, which is a big blow. But City's defensive record has been really poor recently, and Real, they can score 2-3 goals against any team. So there's still life in this tie.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.